Welcome back.
Alright, people. We're going to secure the area. And then, and only then, do we head into the tower. Razad has to know we're coming. I don't want any surprises.
That'll take too long! He knows we're coming, and I won't let the bastard who killed my Dorothea escape. I'm going to try to find another way in.
Linkletter! Linkletter, don't separate the team! Damn it, Alter 9 crew! It's gone. Alright, we're moving in. Everyone, follow me!
Gotta love having that rogue team member, huh? But we're going after the guy that cursed his wife and almost killed her. So this is personal. And he doesn't want to let anything get in the way. So that's kind of understandable. I was streaming the other night and I was streaming WoW and there was somebody talking about Eve. I was multi-boxing in WoW, learning how to do it so I can do it in Eve. And there was somebody that was viewing the stream that was playing Neverwinter and asked if I still played. And I like the game, but I got in at launch and there was that big hacking fiasco. The people that I knew that were playing stopped playing because they couldn't get in because they took advantage of that exploit, which I did not. And I did not get back into the game until now.
We've got these ones. There's still more creatures out here. We can't let them escape into the city. But also, we can't leave Linkletter alone in here. We need to do it. But I want you to head into the tower and find Linkletter. We'll join you inside after securing the area. Only then do we go after Razad.
There was an event going on in the city, and it was a delightful surprise to see people, lots of people in the game, and I love this. I wish all games did this. There's a vendor right here. Makes things so much more convenient. And I can hear people saying that makes the game too easy, but I don't think it makes it too easy. I think it makes it convenient. Particularly when you have things like, the religion kits and the thievery kits and, that kind of thing that add extra to the game.
I found Dorothea! She's alive, but trapped! Razad is on his way here, and I can't open these gates! Circle around the other way. There are secret doors I used to get here. Find them, reach us, and we'll leave Razad no way to escape.
Now, how did you get over there that fast? And I like their use of the campfires. In this game, health is not auto-generating. You have to go to the campfires or use a potion. And the campfires are strategically placed. But if you're not careful, you can die in between where the campfires are placed. Now, I could hear some people saying that the campfires make the game too easy, but I don't think so. Like being able to run back right here. Because in another game, I could just stand still and it regenerate. You see what I'm saying? So I really like some of the mechanics in the game, and I'm not saying that, like WoW or Rift should turn to, like non-regenerating health, because that would piss people off. But there are other elements that Neverwinter has added, like the vendors, and we'll see if they still add having the exit and your loot right at the end. So you don't have to go running all the way back through. You just go through a portal and you're right at the end of the, there's an exit. Little things like that I don't think make the game easier. It just makes it less tedious. My opinion. So, one thing that I want to talk about, somebody asked me what I thought about Paula Deen. And I understand people asking me about this because I'm black. But I've also said many times that I don't think things should be permanently held over somebody's head. So I can definitely understand why people are asking me what my thoughts are on this. So, right now, Paula Deen is in trouble for making racial statements and having discriminating work environments. I guess this is the secret passage that guy was talking about, and I'm going to have to play with direction here. And some of these statements were made many years ago. And I'm not fully versed on this because in the end, the media doesn't necessarily have all the facts, and they report what will sell them copies or bring them traffic, not necessarily being accurate about everything. So I figure that it's more for a court to decide than for me to place judgment. But here's the deal. No, I don't believe that people should be held accountable for things indefinitely. So for things she said 20-something years ago, well, let me rephrase this. I don't think somebody should be held accountable indefinitely. Wait a minute. I need to go back. Hang on. Whoops. Yeah, I think it might be wise to buff up my health before I go down this hole. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think somebody should be held accountable for something that they did indefinitely, particularly when there is reform, as in the person is no longer doing said behavior. There's no reason to keep penalizing somebody for something. Otherwise, there's no goal or incentive to change. But if the person is still doing the behavior, then of course they should be held accountable for it. Wait a minute.
Stay back! It was a trap!
This isn't a trap, Joseph. It's an experiment! Now, kill your friends while I prepare my own transformation.
See, that is why you should not be impulsive and let emotions rule you. But anyway, if the person is still doing the actions, then they should definitely be held accountable because they have not changed. And they're not being held accountable for old actions. The old actions are being remembered, but they're also being held accountable for the new actions. And I think this is the area that that Paula Deen falls under. Oh, wait. I fell into a hole. I mean, you have things that were said many years ago, and then you have things that were said recently. More recent accusations. So, in that case, then yes, she should be held accountable. And here's a reason why, when people say you shouldn't be held accountable for things recent, that it makes no sense. When someone says, "I promise to do XYZ," you expect them to hold their word. You make them accountable for what they say. This is the very idea of what contracts are based off of. Marriage, vows, trust. So to say she shouldn't be held accountable for recent things is a little unrealistic. The world doesn't work that way. So to me, like I said, what Paula Deen did or didn't do doesn't affect my life at all. So I don't really, I'm not one to have a lot of emotion about things that don't impact me. But I would make this suggestion. well, if I have to kill you. Instead of condemning whether what she did was right or wrong, look at the situation and see how you can learn from it. How can you prevent yourself from being in a similar position? On Facebook, almost on a daily basis, I see somebody will post something and then they'll delete it. Oh, God, I love that. Okay, that move is just badass. They'll delete it as if they think it was never said. But the truth is, I saw it, a whole bunch of people saw it, and there's a copy of it somewhere. And I think that kind of behavior is what got Paula Deen in the position that she's in now. Learn from that. Don't do that.
You must listen. Rizard is at the top of the tower. He is preparing a ritual that will give him power over the spell plague. No time to get Sergeant Knox. It's up to you. Use the statues. There's another secret path. Now go. I can feel his power over me returning. Go before he makes me attack you again.
No, brother. So, oh, God, gotta love that voice acting. Did you hear that whining? Oh, God. Oh, no, another one of these, huh? I'm just gonna turn them all front ways. I was so afraid that I lost you. See, it's y'all and your impulsive behaviors is what causes these issues. Have to. Now I may lose I may lose it on ships and dragons, but not real world situations much. I've been in too many positions where calm was required, like making decisions about someone's life. So that's a different side of my personality that hopefully you guys will never have to see, that kind of calm. Ah, another puzzle. Yeah. So back to Paula Deen. Yeah, that's what I think. I think that in life sometimes people are placed on this earth to make an impact on people. And this behavior that she did in the past could actually have a possibility to make an impact on people if you spin the negative into a positive. When people have a tendency to rant online, or another thing that is like highly annoying is people will try to be funny online. You know how many people get into trouble saying stupid crap because they're trying to be funny, Here's a tip. If you have to try to be funny, most times you're not funny. And a lot of times it's just easier to just laugh you off than to actually hold you accountable for not being funny. Okay. All front and center. Uh-oh. Boss fight. Yeehaw. Oh, you're going down. Yeah, so if you have the mentality of, this is what I do with my posts. I'm not too late. Well, that's a cool graphic. What I do with mine is I ask myself if what I'm about to post, would I be cool with it if it was put with my picture on the front page of the New York Times, or where anybody could I'm sorry, anybody can see it. When I make a post on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, it's public. And if I'm not cool with everybody seeing it, then to me, that is the time to shut up. I have written articles about knowing the art of knowing when to shut the fuck up. And a lot of people don't have that filter. So they'll go off and they'll rant and rave or whine and cry and bitch and moan. And then they'll try to delete it. But unfortunately, if you ever get any kind of fame, and the reason why people get away with this is because they never do. You know, most people don't. But if you ever do, those words are going to come back to haunt you. Big time. So if you're one of those that wants success, then act like you want it. Don't put yourself in a position like Paula Deen is in right now. Learn to... I'm about to die. Oh, Jesus. Learn. Why are you just... Look at him. You're supposed to be helping me. You're supposed to be my companion, bitch. Look at you. What a wimp. And he's a dude. I was so busy running my mouth. I didn't even notice that. What the hell? I'm going to have to see if there's some sort of command I'm supposed to give him, because he's just kneeling there. Oh, God. Now, see, this is nice and challenging. I like this. So anyway, yeah, I think that being, if you want to take a negative situation like what Paula Deen is in right now and spin it into a positive, learn from her mistakes and don't make it again. Don't make them yourself. I'm sorry. That move is just so badass.
Impossible. I was supposed to be a god.
Yeah, what you were supposed to be and what you will be are two different things. So that's my thoughts on Paula Deen. To me, the whole situation was a reminder on what I want my legacy to be, what I want my online legacy, you know, my reputation to be. So look at it from that point of view.
Protector's Enclave needs your help. You did the right thing in the Plague Tower. I can see now I was too cautious. I'm just glad you were there and took action, or else Razad would have reached his full power and destroyed the city. Razad is dead, but whoever his masters were, they are still out there plotting. And we never did find any trace of Joseph or Dorothy Linkletter. This was a costly victory, but Neverwinter will survive, thanks to you. And a little bit of insubordination.
So what do you think of Paula Deen? Let me know, and I'll see you guys later.